Welcome to Nintendo News. I'm your host, Chris Tysus, and we are here to do a little bit of question and answering. So, I was looking forward to doing something like this, and looks like we can do something like this now, which is great. Let's take off the old glasses and let's have a look at some of the questions that we have at this point. First one from Natalie. She's got a couple here. It says, why certain games are not released in Australia and why? Um, I'm not too sure what she's talking about. It could be American or Japanese. I would say from Japan. Um, Part of the reason why is basically it's down to a cost. Does it is it worth translating the game and doing the packaging and doing the physical game and shipping it off to Australia? And in a lot of cases, it's probably not worth it. Um, Translating games takes a lot of time and money, and it's really down to a decision of is this going to be worth it or not? And that's really the bare bottoms of it. So some games like Pokemon is definitely worth translating, and others that are not. So it's a bit of a shame, but that's really it. And the next question is, sorry about that. Is when is the new Club Nintendo coming? Now we've been hearing a lot of rumors about the Twilight Princess HD rumor and new download content for Smash Brothers. So we've been hearing some rumors about the end of um, October. So and plus the Nintendo Network ID section has gone down for maintenance, either at the moment or the next day or so. So that might be an indication that maybe from now to the end of October that you might hear something about the new Club Nintendo. If not, probably the timeline towards the end of the year is what I expect. You will hear something this year, but have a think about towards the end of October. The third one is from Brad. Um, will the NX be a hardcore machine or a low tech machine? Oh, this could be a long question, but I'll try to keep it short. Um, it could be anything, and trying to predict Nintendo is a very hard thing. Um, Traditionally, they have gone low tech the last couple generations, and before that, the GameCube, Super Nintendo, um, the GameCube N64, and before that were particularly high tech. It was the most powerful console, and the last couple didn't work out for them. And the N64 and especially the GameCube. My thought is, I think it will be a little less powerful than the Xbox One, or somewhere between the Xbox One and the PS4 in terms of power. I don't think they'll make it more powerful than the PS4 due to the costs. So if they make it a little less than the Xbox One, and for example, it is selling in Australia for about, I don't know, 450, 500. If they make it a little less powerful, then they can sell it for around that 450, even 399 here in Australia. And that would be a pretty good price for a new console. It's about the same as the Wii U. So that's where I think the power point will be for them. Is it a powerful console? Well, it will be in margin with the other ones, and then later on they can upgrade again in another 4 years or something like that. And that would be possibly a year after the PS5 and whatever the new Xbox will be called. Okay, the next one's from Rashane. It is, will I buy Fast Racing Neo? And that's from the Shinga, the great developers who made a couple awesome games that helped the Wii U eShop and the launch window, kept things alive. It was the game that I played the most when the Wii U came around. And yes, I will buy it to support the guys. I think it will be great. A great game. I'm not too sure of the release date, but next year, probably in the first 3 to 6 months. So I'm looking forward to seeing that one. The next question from Aaron is, why hasn't Zelda Wii U been released yet? And probably the simple question is, it has not been completed yet. As simple as that. They don't release games where it requires a 10 gig or 20 gig patch on day one. Um, there are some rumors that it may be released for the NX and the Wii U. I still think Nintendo will release it for the Wii U. They have made a promise to the fans to do it. If they don't do that, they're going to piss off the 4 to 5 million Zelda fans who did buy the Wii U, and that's just not a good thing, and it will be bad for press too. So I say that that is why it has not been released yet. Mm. Still got that hay fever. Next question from her is, why is Triforce Heroes not 2 players? Well, the answer is simple. It's based off the Triforce, and what are the Triforce? Wisdom, power, and courage. 3. So they went 3 players. Simple as that. That's why they did it. Alright, that was a quick question. The next one. Why Banjo-Kazooie is not on the Virtual Console? Because Rare was bought out by Microsoft like 15 years ago. So they don't actually own the rights to the game anymore. So that's why they can't do it. And Microsoft will probably not let them allow it because it's on the Rare Replay game that you can get on the Xbox One. So that's why. When you don't own the rights to a game, you can't put it on your console. And the next one, region locking. What will happen in the future? Will they not make it? I think that they will. I think they'll get rid of region locking for the NX. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. That region locking will be out of there. And I think the last question that she said, Aaron, was why was the Majora's Mask 3DS this ugly bronze instead of the purple? I don't know why. It's all part of the decision makers and the people who design the console. So that's pretty much it. So I don't know the decision makers on that. I don't think it's a big issue too. So that is the question and answers for this episode, and I hope you've enjoyed it. We might do another one next week or the next couple of weeks. Next week is going to be very busy. Tomorrow is my 30th birthday. Everything's turning 30. Back to the Future, Mario this year, Zelda next year. Everything awesome was made in 1985. So it's very, very cool. I'll see you next time. Like, subscribe, comment on the video. Share it as much as like. Let's see if we can get lots of views on this video like we did on the last one. And I shall see you later on.